Okay, I want to introduce to you Earth's interior layers. The ones that we will focus mostly on is the crust, which is this outermost layer. Okay, outermost layer of the Earth. Then we have the mantle, which is all of this area here. Then we have the outer core, which is all of that area. And then lastly, we have the inner core, which is all of this area here. So crust, mantle, outer core, inner core. We will learn a little bit more in detail some of the other layers within these layers, but those are the four major layers. If I were to ask you the three main, it would be crust, mantle, core. So again, another picture, layers of the Earth, crust, mantle, outer core, inner core. I'll have you draw this into your notebooks so you know the difference between the layers. Also, another picture you can use is this one here. This one explains a little bit more in detail. It mentions this one here, which is the asthenosphere, and this one here, which is the lithosphere, which is one of the more important ones that we will discuss. It's part of the crust and the mantle, and that's where the tectonic plates lie and shift and move there. So I want to have you watch and listen to this. If it works, maybe it won't work. Okay, it's not going to work. Okay, so basically, let's start from the crust. We have the crust up here. We have oceanic crust here where the blue is, and then the brown color here is your oceanic crust. Then we have the lithosphere, which is this layer here. And that's the crust of the uppermost part of the mantle. And that's where we have plate movement, tectonic plates. Then we have the asthenosphere, which is just below the lithosphere. Okay, and that layer almost acts like a plastic. It's very bendable. Then we have the mantle, the upper mantle, the lower mantle. And then we have the outer core, and then the inner core. What do you notice about the difference between the outer core and the inner core? Well, the outer core is liquid, the inner core is solid metal. Hot, very hot metal. Okay, so we'll go back here. Okay, we have another website we're going to take a look at. Oops. But first, again, just want to take a look at here. We have the crust. On the outermost layer is the crust. Then we have the white layer here, which would resemble our mantle, our upper mantle. And then the pink layer is representing our lower mantle. The light orange is our outer core, and the dark red orange is our inner core. If you take a look up at the top here in the right-hand corner, it's broken up the crust. We have oceanic crust here, continental crust here. Then we have the lithosphere again, that's where our tectonic plates lie, the asthenosphere, and then we have all of this is concluded as our mantle. We have an upper mantle and lower mantle. We'll take a look at this website. Interactive Dynamic Earth talks about Earth structures. This is a good website for you to go and learn more about. If you take a look at up here, it's got information for Earth structures, plate tectonics, plates and boundaries. Talks about slip, slide, and collide. And it has actually some really cool tests interactive tests that you can do. So just going to get you started here. When you touch some of these, oh, let me get on the ink layer. It says roll your mouse over the diagrams to learn more. So if we touch a certain layer, it lights up the whole mantle, for example, and it tells us a little bit more here. Subdivided into two regions, upper and lower mantle, this dense layer of hot, semi-solid rock is located directly below the crust, about 1,800 miles. Okay, so in both pictures here, it lights up the color of the entire mantle. Now, if I wanted to learn more just about the outer core, I can tap on that and learn more about the outer core. Okay, so a very good website for you to check out on your own time. Another picture, crust, mantle, outer core, inner core. One thing that we really need to understand, and we've talked about convection and convection currents in some of our physical science units, but in this one it's also relating it to earth science. We have convection currents in the mantle, and those currents cause those tectonic plates to move. Okay, it's moving large masses of very heated hot rock in circular motions, and as it moves in a circular direction, it moves the plates above it. In the outer core, we also have convection currents, and those are related to the generation of our Earth's magnetic field.